Hi, my name is Deanne Young. I'm the Regional Manager with Plantation South. Come on in and let me show you around our lovely community.
At Plantation South, we have many community areas where our residents can enjoy activities, games, or just find a quiet place to relax with a good book and enjoy nature. We also have our very own hair salon and a country store. But the best part of our community is our wonderful staff.
I cannot begin to put into words how fabulous the staff is at this place. I've been here just only a couple of months, and it's been a godsend. It's a feeling of safety, a feeling of being safe, and that no matter what happens, someone's going to be there to help you.
The activity here at Plantation South, it looks like a resort. I mean, they got something going on every hour, every day, even on the weekends.
Melissa is wonderful. She helps us all be seated and find places and real patient with us. And when she first came here, if you didn't go, she came to your room and told you what we were doing. And you can make choices of where you want, what you want to do and when you want to go.
The goal is to get every resident active. So, like I stated before, we have activities that are geared toward every resident. If we see that maybe a resident isn't quite coming out, we like to go to them personally, go to their room, talk to them, see what they're interested in. This is the activity room. That's where the majority of our activities go on a daily basis. Ranging from bingo to trivia to exercise, musical entertainment. All of those activities will go on in the activity room. And then upstairs, we have our game room, where we have our pool table, our library, our poker table. We also have a golf game that goes on up here.
I love exercises because I like entertainment too. When they come, you know, we can dance and just have fun.
Well, my mother was nominated for Queen Plantation South, and she was so excited. It gave her something to plan and to think about, and which they do at Plantation South. They always have something planned for them, but she had to have the right dress and had to have her hair done.
They might not want to so much come to participate in the activity. They might want to be a leader of an activity, and that makes them feel like if they were a teacher in their life, or they were a CEO of a business. They like to be leaders. So we try to find out, do they want to be, involved in the activity, or maybe do they want to lead an activity? So there's many different ways that we can get different types of residents to get involved in the community. Outside, we have our courtyard. This is where our gardening club meets. During the springtime, we'll plant tomatoes and onions, and they come out here and nurture those and make sure they're growing. We also plant flowers, and we also make sure the bird feeders are well stocked so that the residents can watch the birds outside their windows in the courtyard.
One thing more than anything else that Plantation South helps facilitate are relationships between the residents. It's very important. And they can't help but have relationships with the care providers, of course.
The staff here at Plantation South Duluth is very friendly. They interact with the residents very well. And like I stated before, we are a part of the residents' family. So yes, it's a great community, and everybody is really close here.
I checked into probably 6 or 8 places.
We look at about 14 different places till we found Plantation South. And we came in, met the staff. We had lunch with them. We brought my mom in, showed her the place. We had lunch with her, see how she likes the place. We showed her room. She was ready to move in that day.
It was really funny because when we first moved them into Plantation South, we didn't know what to expect, and they didn't either. And so when Mom got over here and she was walking around, she goes, "Oh my goodness," she goes, "this is like when we were on the cruise ship." She says, or like a hotel, because it does. It doesn't look like what we always thought of as a nursing home. I mean, it is. It's like a hotel, like a cruise ship to her, because they come down for their meals and they have the dining room, but she called it the restaurant. We're going down to the restaurant because we have our cloth napkins and we have our nice pretty glass goblets. So They really, it was like a resort, hotel, cruise. That's what they felt like they were moving into.
We had 3 tours. We really wanted to make sure. But not just, of course, you expect people to be friendly and professional and so forth, but we had the added advantage of knowing some of the other residents. So we had some inside information as well that helped a lot. But comparing that versus other places, very similar to how you would look at other assisted living places, but to me, the deal breaker was the relationships and the ability to go the extra mile to work with you.
We looked at a lot of places, and there's some special needs that my mother has, and other places weren't willing to meet those needs, and Plantation South was, and so they do meet her needs. And it's just a very nice atmosphere here.
But the people here are so warm and kind, and we just felt like it was a home. It's literally like a big home. It's not like an institution at all.
I like it very much. I've been here since the middle of April, which is about 5 months. So it feels like home again.
The dining experience is truly a social event.
You know, this is the place where I think people plan that time where they can kind of think about what's going to go on the rest of the day or what has already happened, or just relax and have fun with the people that they love. Because this is their, you know, whoever sits at their table, that's kind of their family right now.
We socialize at the table. We have time to talk to each other, you see, and get to know people. And I have good people sitting by me that helps me open things that I can't do.
We have a kind of a unique situation here. We have 2 separate dining rooms, but we also have a private dining room. So if someone's family comes in, if there's a holiday or a birthday, they can sit with 7 or 8 people that they really want to have lunch with, so they can kind of feel like they're at home in a nice dining room having a special event.
The help that's providing the support in terms of providing the food and so forth, they're very gracious, very helpful in what you want and want to work around your schedule. It's been a very pleasant experience.
The first day I actually cooked here, I made a simple meal, meatloaf and chicken Alfredo, and the caregivers came running into the kitchen going, "My God, what'd you do? They've never eaten like this before." And that kind of set the tone for the rest of my cooks. This is how we're doing it, and this is why we're doing it. And they didn't believe me that we would do it this way. They didn't think we could. And then once they saw the response, they all bought into it. And I think this wait staff takes great pride in that too, because they know that whoever we're serving here is going to get good quality food.
Dr. Shikawi is the doctor that comes in-house. He comes to visit them once a month. He comes to check on them. He goes upstairs to their room.
I enjoy going to see them at their place of residence. The reason being, they are already sick, and I would hate for them to wait in the waiting room to see me. So when I come here, they will enjoy being in their room while I care for them.
My primary doctor, besides if I need or want to go to his office or go someplace else for an appointment, he comes here once a month. And you can set up an appointment where he meets with you here once a month. So that's another relief, that one of the many reliefs here at this wonderful, wonderful place.
And the good thing is we don't have to haul them out of here and take them somewhere. Everything is taken care of here, and it just gives us peace of mind.
We work here as a team. The nursing staff usually relate any medical issues to me, whether by phone or when I come to see the patients. We all work in tandem. They have the best nursing team that you can ever imagine. Frances is one of the most compassionate and competitive nurse that I've ever seen. She knows exactly how to relate to me any issues that the patient might have. So I enjoy working with her because she's a caring nurse, and on top, she knows her stuff very well.
We have a team that cares, which to me surpasses anything. You can train someone how to take care of a resident, but you cannot train them to care about a resident. And that's the difference. I have caregivers who have been here 20 years. I have caregivers been here 16 years. It's almost unheard of in this business. There's such a high rotation in assisted living, but I have caregivers who come and they stay because they love the residents.
The physical therapist also is a team of their own.
Daddy really couldn't walk. He could not walk until Brad started working with him.
Helps you walk. I couldn't walk, now I can walk. I can almost run. He has to run to catch me.
What makes me happy on a day-to-day basis is meeting the needs of my residents. I'm their advocate. I tell every family member and every resident that comes through this building for a tour or decide to move into a Plantation South that I have just become the advocate for their mother or their father. I'm here to make sure that not only are their needs met, I'm here to make sure they're treated fairly and that they obtain everything that they are qualified and able to obtain. That's what I do on a day-to-day basis. And I go home happy.
I like the caregivers, yes. I especially like all the med techs. They're really wonderful, and I the ones who dispense the medicines.
One of the great things that Plantation South does is medication management is built into every level of care. It doesn't matter if they need care or they don't need care. Medication is built into that base rent.
But I also know that, like when I needed the flu shot, arrangements were made to have the flu shot, different things like that, and which is a relief. You don't have to worry about. Those things are being taken care of.
So everyone now can come in and we can manage their medication. And in medication management, not only do I order the medication for them and make sure that they never run out of medication, my ladies, my med techs, and my gentlemen med techs make sure that they get their medicines on time. That details now us calling the doctor